Hey, real quick, quad witching day, institutional. Somebody was telling me from hedge fund world side, this is the biggest pre-day and then quad witching day pump they've ever seen ever by institutionals. However, they're tracking that in options, futures, and stock activity. And apparently hedge funds are not really in on this. This is all investment bank led buying yesterday and today, likely pushing the markets to a level where they think institutionals are going to start ringing the till on stuff that they want higher in price and then putting on short side hedge futures positions. So anyhow, we'll see what happens. But I've been getting some emails from somebody that's been doing some optimization and back testing and comparing uh, the time window option in our pivot point trading strategy versus waiting for the first signal in the strategy. And he's also a Algo IQ program person using the mom signals. And so far, the settings that he's on, let's look at the equity curve that he pulled up. Pretty interesting, just to show you, a comparison. So let me pull it up real quick. And I am going to put out the river in a beta form to the current users of the Pivot Point system, Pivot Point trading program today. So I'm going back and forth with the programmer right now to get me a client-ready version of the file. I'll put it out in beta form with some specific training on how to set it up and watch it, and then we'll evolve it from there, next week as I work to get the strategy, fully automated strategy that I'm also going to provide to the group that you can use in conjunction with these signals. Now I have this on a very sensitive setting right now, so I'm getting a lot of signals. And I've been testing the fine tuning of it. So anyhow, I'll put that out later in the day today. But let's go take a look at the equity curve that this person included in their email. Okay, so you can see the mom signals doing pretty good the way he's running it. This is a month and a half of data, in a nice gradual uptrend. Then the pivot point strategy, waiting for the first signal. And then the additional option I added in the automated strategy to take the first trade in alignment with the PPG1 indicator immediately at 8:32. So if the PPG is up like today and you have time window on, you're in and it ripped you long and you're done in one shot. So the time pivot is slightly ahead of, ever so slightly ahead of, a little over, almost up to, we'll call it about 3,400. This is sitting about 28-ish hundred. This is sitting about 2,700. So mom signals pretty damn good. The pivot point trading system in signal mode in the automated strategy, waiting for the first signal, pretty good. But the time pivot doing a little bit better. So we're in the infancy stage for the pivot point trading automated strategy. We're about to add the river indicator in automated strategy. So all this data that I'm getting on symmetrical Renkos, I'm going to be shooting more videos. I just shot a video the other day on how to use the automated strategy from the standalone Algo IQ program with the scalp dots. I'm going to cover more on that. Some in the room were hitting it the other day and having some fantastic results. Now, of course, the market had some big swings that day, so we'll need to spend more time with it and see all the possibilities in instrument and time frame settings where we can have it where it does really good. And we'll see. It should be able to hang or maybe surpass even some of these capabilities. Let's go take a quick look at the Algo IQ private room where some of the traders were working the scalp dots automated strategy. It's in the same strategy where we trade the mom or momentum burst signals. It's just an additional option. Let's go take a quick look. Okay, I put out a specific video on the scalp dots, and then some in the group were starting to hit it. and working scalp dots automated, sharing some of that information with the group. Let's go look at some of the other posts. Now we have traders hitting gold, for instance, with it, the MGC contract. And I got guys that have been sending me emails on the scalp dot stuff for hitting the MES and MNQs, a couple guys on oil, some Bitcoin futures guys showing me some of the stuff that they've dialed in with it. And yeah, it's very, very powerful. And I talked about that in this video that I posted up the other day. I want to shoot a video here on the algo. Hang on one second here. I'll minimize the video. All of its feet. And there it is. It's at the Grid Algo YouTube channel, Futures Prop Trading, Automated Scalp Dots Trading, set adjustments and settings. So I covered how we're going to use that additional capability within the Algo IQ program's automated strategy. So good stuff there, and I'm going to expand upon that over the weekend. I'm going to put out some more settings and data to the group so they can utilize that into next week for some automated scalp dots trading. So anyhow, all kinds of good stuff. If you have any questions on anything, just let me know. Yeah, so if you have any questions, info@proptradingindicators.com. Or if you want to check out the special offer pricing that will still be here today, maybe tomorrow. I'm about to update the website, add the river content. Pricing's going up as we deploy the river. Anyhow, that's at proptradingindicators.com. And then let me just show you real quick the option within the automated strategy, like from today's trading. So let's get this down here out of the way. Let's go and take a look at today, for instance. Here's 8:32. That's when I usually set my time window, U.S. Central Time. So it was right about here. And you can see at the very base of this vertical line, so the first closed bar at 8:32 or later U.S. Central Time was at 8:32 and 8:32.09 seconds. And as you can see, or 9/10 of a second, as you can see right here, the PPG1 indicator was up at the time. It was in green long mode. So in the automated strategy, we have two options. The one option, I'll put TW, is the time window option, which means, hey, whatever I set my time window to, so if I set my time window this morning at 8:32 U.S. Central Time, if the PPG is green and I get the first up closing candle I get at 8:32 or later, put me in a trade long. Well, that one ripped, so you were one and done on the day. The other mode is signals. So if I set the automated strategy, you're waiting, you got your first signal right here. And it was pretty nice. You got a nice little short trade. Could have potentially been done there because, yeah, that was over almost a 100-point move. So these are pretty pronounced moves. This move was gigantic. And even if you stayed in for a while, yeah, you got flipped back and forth, but then this move here would have got you done. Or if you just grabbed a little bit extra on the next trade, if you're a little bit short, and you would have hit your daily profit objective from entry. So yeah, the pivot point trading program, as you can see, and one of the gentleman that sent me that email is very sharp. He's been in many of my programs, so he knows how to do automated trading. He knows how to do back testing. So it's not like I know it's quality data, and he knows what he's talking about. So it just shows you that we've got some really good systems here between the Algo IQ program, and you can always get that at. Let me just put the website up here real quick. That's a standalone program. Go to Drawing Tools and Text, and that's at www.algo-iq.com. And then, of course, the Pivot Point program that's on a special offer is at proptradingindicators.com. And that is right over here. Let's get rid of that line at 8:32. So anyhow, there you have it. Yes, I'm not going to go full 15 minutes today in a video. I know you're so used to that. And YouTube once sent me a message. They said, hey, we don't know what you're doing, but you have, for your segment, which I guess they consider financial markets or trading, you have the longest watch through rates we've ever seen on YouTube channels. So not all of you, obviously, but many of you watch like almost or all the video a lot. So that they told me that like years ago. I was like, interesting. Usually I always make a comment in emails when I send somebody a long email. I say, hey, get your popcorn, because it's going to be like a 15-minute long video that I could probably do in 4 minutes, but I kind of go into detail sometimes, probably too much, trying to cover stuff to help people understand, whatever concept or whatever I'm talking about. So there you have it. If you have any questions for me, info@proptradingindicators.com. Have a fantastic quad witching trade day, and talk to you all later. Oh, the river, going out to the group today. Matter of fact, I'm going to go right now, sit in a coffee shop, go back and forth with the programmer online, get him to package it up. It'll be a little raw. It's going to be in beta form, but I kind of want to put it in your hands, let you guys break it, tell me what you like about it, what you don't like. We'll work on it Monday, Tuesday, get a final version, then I'll deploy the automated strategy for the pivot point group that will take these signals. And right now I have it set on a very sensitive setting. So, it's taking like every possible little twist and turn of the market. If I desensitize it, it would only catch the bigger, picture of key pivot moves. So there you have it. Have a fantastic day, and talk to you later. I'll be putting out a lot of content later today and over the weekend on the river, on scalp dots trading, and so on. So keep watching those YouTube channels.